lone OC and the play calling duties?
It's a privilege, obviously, to be on the staff here at Oregon and continuing to build what we've started. And awesome opportunity with the right timing. Weighing that opportunity was something that was hard on me and my family, and working through some of the decisions we had to make. But this is a special place. You know, I've said it since we got here. I've known it for a long time before I was even a coach.
Tampa was the last time you called plays. Is that right?
The last time we called players was Tampa Bay. That was before that. Oklahoma State. Yeah. We had a lot of input on Oklahoma State, but still, last time was Tampa. Yeah. Prior to that was every other stop practically.
How much do you think
you were super young when you were OC at Wyoming? How much have you kind of grown?
Wyoming?
Yeah.
You skipped San Jose and Prairie View.
How much have you kind of grown?
24.
Yeah. How much have you grown from that?
I mean, just like anything else. Anything. I mean, we all start in careers, and you go into it thinking you got it figured out, and you find out 16 years later you didn't know anything. I shouldn't say you know anything. You just evolved. Come a long ways. Evolving into what you know about the game, what you know about the position, how you know about managing people, how you know about the whole bigger picture of whatever you're doing in any industry. I think it just it's come along. It's come along.
Mario said the Gulf Coast has kind of really evolved during the season. What have you tinkered with to kind of
the Gulf Coast? Yeah, I haven't heard that one in a long time. I was calling it the Web Coast for a while. You like that one?
What,
we played with a lot of that stuff. I mean, the reality of it is we came in from 3 different systems. I guess would probably be the most organic. Oklahoma State, Alabama, and USF, and merging all those things together. I think looking back on it now, really paid dividends. I mean, there's a lot of things we did. I mean, Quentin Flowers isn't Justin Herbert. I mean, I'm at the most important position. And so for people to say, hey, what was the offense and how it was, Coach Taggart brought in a great vision, everything did. We all collectively put our heads together, and I think it's worked out really well. Our guys played hard. We had a physical brand of football that was explosive. It was efficient. And I think at the end of the day, you ask any coordinator in the country from pros to high school, you just want an efficient brand of football that does the things that collectively are time-tested and infallible. And that's not turning the ball over, winning situational football, making explosive plays, and I think so far we're on the right track.
How important is it for Justin to have the same quarterback coach 2 years in a row now for his development?
That's a better question for Justin at the end of the day, honestly. But I know, having played the position, that I think when you develop that bond at that position, it's a special one. There's just a lot of time into it. It's the most critical positions there are in sports. You got to be mentally and physically the toughest dude on the platform, and you got to deal with all those things. And I think developing that relationship and trust is something has come a long ways, and it played an important factor in my decision, in my family's decision. And happy it's going to work out.
Your feelings on Royce not playing?
He's not playing? I just found out. You haven't given me time to transition. It's unfortunate. Obviously, Royce is such a big part of who we are, but guys are going to make decisions based on what they're going to do for the betterment of their life, and Royce has done an awesome job for us. We're going to miss him, and he's all part of us. But just like when he went down, and Justin went down, we just got to find a way to pull it together, and he'll be there supporting us. I know that, and he's an amazing guy.
You said that Justin was a big decision. Is having him return next year was a big thing for you in deciding to come back? Because I'm guessing you had some other opportunities you were weighing. Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, it's still a profession, and I've got to kind of look at it holistically, and when you've got a special bond, you've got a special kind of thing going, I'm old enough to know now that grass isn't always greener, right? I've done a lot of different things. Got a good relationship. We've got a good environment. I really like me and Coach Cristobal really hit it off over the course of the season, which we didn't know each other from Adam going into this thing. And I just feel like it's a good chemistry. I feel like Justin's got is going to be a quarterback that number one, I get together with off the field really well. And let alone he's put us in position to be successful. So he played an important part.
Are your ambitions to become a head coach?
Of course. Yeah. I don't. That's definitely cool.
Justin's already been getting Heisman discussion. Is that justified in your eyes right now for next year?
I don't make those decisions. I think that he's as good a player as I've been around, as good a player as I've seen in a long, long time. And I think he's only scratched the surface. So if he gets those accolades as we move forward, then that's just my hat's off to him and his work.
Justin had said that he felt like after spring ball was when he and him started to really click and trust one another. He trusted you fully at that point. What do you feel like that feeling out process was like with him? And at what point is your relationship at now? And how comfortable are you around each other?
I mean, that's that's really accurate. I think after the spring ball, we got a chance to sit down and do some things that I really believe in. It's off field and stuff, you know, and learn about each other and develop a relationship with the person as opposed to the player. And I think that we both hit a home run with that. I mean, we both, you know, kind of strip yourself down, lose your ego, and kind of learn about each other and find out what it is you can pull from each other. And I think that just, again, develops the glue that you need to have the relationship and bonds with guys, you know, collectively or independently, that give you a chance to trust each other in the heat of the battle.
You sit down with him in your office. Where are you guys doing that kind of stuff? How do you feel?
Yeah, we have little powwows here and there. Yeah, a lot of office stuff. I have a belief too that you kind of got to get out of the environment. We've done things in alternate environments that we're getting some psych here, you know, but taking people out of the work environment usually stripped in yourself from what they're used to doing, you know, and you kind of get a little more naked in a sense, and you kind of get a little closer and do things that are out of the ordinary, you know. When you have discussions and you want to get to know someone, walk around, you know, they talk more when you walk, get out in the open. Your office is usually psychologically a place where they come to do this, and I think to grow and to flourish, you kind of got to take a chance to find different environments. So we've done.
Thank you, sir.